welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and today I have my first update for throwing shade. Yes, you did see this outfit yesterday or earlier today, depending on when you watched my last video. You know, it was a fun eye makeup look and I had time to film, so I filmed 2 in a row and, well, yes, I'm wearing the same outfit and the same makeup. But, you know, it's mom life. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Let's get into this. Throwing shade this year, we're doing palette edition. We let a random generator pick 3 palettes for us, and we used the first palette we got on the first week, second palette on the second week, third palette on the third week, and then we do a look with all of those palettes on the 4th week or 5th week, depending on how the month falls and how each person individually would like to do their updates. Some people are doing updates after week 4, no matter where it falls in the month. I personally am going to do my updates on the 23rd because I have a busy upload schedule. So I know every month on the 23rd, it's going to be throwing shade updates. So if it is a 5-week or 4.5 week or whatever, then I just will play with all of my palettes until I get to that update. I hope that made sense. All of the lovely ladies that have joined in, they're going to be linked down below, so go check them out. The idea is do this at your own pace. It's all dependent on how many palettes you have. I think I started with 35 palettes and I'm doing duos and up, and as I get through a palette and get it for that particular throwing shade update, I will take that out of my rotation until I get all the way through all of my palettes so that I don't have a single virginal palette left in my collection when this is done. And I can't wait for that because I have some that are still untouched. So let me go over what I had for the last 3 weeks. The first one that I chose for week 1 is the Sephora Colorista palette, and you guys have seen this palette a few times and you see the pans out of this palette frequently. I use the heck out of this palette all the time. I did get into some of the shades that I don't normally have in my panning projects, so that was kind of nice. And let's see, week 2 was the Hema Be a Natural Eyeshadow Nude Palette, and it looks like this. It is very neutral, very nude, and I was able to play with color like my other colors the week that I used this, which was kind of nice because I couldn't do just that. I was able to add in other stuff, and that's another thing. There's no real hard and fast rules. As long as you use that palette at least once in that week, it doesn't matter if you add stuff in or whatever. Do it however you want to. All right, and the last palette for 3rd week, I have the Too Faced Rock and Roll palette. Looks like that. I do have every single one of these palettes on my eyes right now, in addition to some other stuff. So let me show you what is on my face right now. Starting with this Sephora Colorista palette because, well, you know, that was my first week. I have this brown shade right here. It is my transition shade. I've actually multitasked this as well to do my nose contour. It's very light and it blends out well, but you know, I did use it. For the rest of my eyes, I have also used this white in my inner corner. It is over one of the shades in this Rock and Roll palette from Too Faced. And I have on my eyes to blow out my crease this gold color. It is up here above that dark brown color, and it just kind of blows out that color there. And I do have the gel liner on my upper lash line right here. And I did use today, but I don't have it on anymore because I did reapply. I did use this lip gloss pan from the Sephora Colorista palette. And I used a lot of other stuff over the last few weeks, but that's what I used today. All right, for week number 2, I used this Hema palette right here. I did actually use this shade right here as my transition. I said I used the other one, but I didn't. I used this one. The other one I just used for the nose contour, and I did set my primer with the lightest shade there. This one did not get quite as much use as the others, but that's okay. It's a neutral palette. That's easy to use. And for week 3, the Too Faced Rock and Roll palette, I did some fun looks with this. I really enjoyed it. I did a nice purple look the other day with this here. And today I have, let's see, that was Pop. And today I have Wrap, which is this gold color right here. I have that all over my lid. And I have New Wave, which is the center right here in my inner corners underneath that white shade from the Sephora Colorista palette. And if I had been thinking about it, I would have put the green, which is Punk, on my lower lash line, but I had already put something from a project on there. And so, well, that, you know, that happens, but they're virtually the same color. That is my 3 that I had for my introduction, and let's get into what I have coming up next. I have it all loaded and we'll decide on my laptop in front of me. Normally I like to spin it on camera, but I didn't want to have to try to transfer that big list, and you know, it's just easier this way. I'm gonna do this right here and I will let you know what I get, because I'm gonna eventually get them all, so really, who cares, right? All right, clicking to spin. You guys can hear it. And I got the e.l.f. Prism Smoke Palette. Let's get the next one. And it is the Coastal Scents Model Behavior Sampler. It is just a little quad. And let's get week number 3. Spinning again. And it is the Be a Bombshell Bora Bora Quad. Let me pull those out. I will be right back. Okay, let me show you what I have for week 1. This is the e.l.f. Prism Eyeshadow Palette in Smoke. It is shimmery, hence the prism. So that's going to be interesting to use for a week. Thankfully, I can use other shades with it, because this is not a complete look here. I've got fun stuff to play with, but yeah, I can't do a whole look with that. I can't do a whole look with any of these. The next 2 are quads. For week 2, I have the Coastal Scents Model Behavior. It's like a sampler of like hot pots and stuff. And this is what that little guy looks like. Very lovely shades to use. I'm looking forward to that one very much. And for the last shade, as I shed all over the place, last palette. I can't think today. This is the Be a Bombshell Cosmetics Bora Bora Eyeshadow Quad. Looks like that. And let me open that bad boy up. I think I've only used this once, or maybe swatched it once. That is what that palette looks like, that quad. I really do like it a lot. These are nice fall colors, but I think with these 2 shades right here, I can still get a decent summer look. So I'm looking forward to playing with those 3 for the next few weeks and see what looks I can come up with. At the end of this, I will have like a small montage of some of the looks I created with these palettes over the last month. Not a ton, but you know, I'm a busy mom. It's what happens sometimes. I really hope you go check out all the other lovely ladies that have joined in. Again, they're linked down below. If you would like to join in, please do. Just go based on your own palettes and whatever you have in your collection. Some people are only doing large palettes. Some people are doing duos and above. It's up to you. It's your collection. There's no real hard and fast rules. So just pick 3 palettes, do 1 for each week, and then after that, just kind of do a look with all 3 palettes and see what you come up with. This is what I came up with today. It's what I was in the mood for, so, you know, I went with it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.